What's up? What's up? What's up, Raider Nation? It is TikTok Thursday again here. Our little informal chat session with Raider Nation on TikTok. Real, raw, uncensored. Take all questions and comments, silver and black related. You know, we're on the cusp of the closing out of another Raiders season. No postseason. What's on your mind, Raider Nation? Taking all questions and comments, silver and black related. Don't really care about your other team's comments. You can leave them there, but we'll just ignore them and let them roll by. We're taking Raider comments, Raider Nation comments. What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Raider Reaction TikTok Thursday every Thursday. We get on here, sit down, take questions and comments, silver and black related. We're talking Raiders. End of the season is upon us. Last game is on Saturday. And it's over. One more for pride. That's all there is. One more for pride. Derek Carr is sent to the bench. You get your second game of Jared Stidham under center. See what he can do. See if he can back up the performance. Do you think Rodgers is coming? I think there's two options with the direction I think they're going to go. I don't think they're going to go a middle of the road free agent guy. I think they're either going to go veteran a la Rodgers or Tom Brady, or I think he's going to go rookie and tie himself to a rookie contract. One or the other. But I told everybody right out of the gate when the DC shit started happening, I was like, do not say that automatically means Devontae is leaving, because I didn't believe that at all. I think there's a good possibility they go with the veteran. I don't think they go with the middle-of-the-road guy, though. I think they're going to go with the veteran, a proven like MVP like Rodgers or Brady, and try to milk that last year or two out of him. Or they're going to go with the rookie so they can attach themselves and get themselves a year or two attached to a rookie quarterback deal. See, Stidham is an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year, Alex. So it's not just an option of, hey, can we keep Stidham? If Stidham comes out and has a great game again this week, all of a sudden he looks like a potential starting quarterback in the National Football League. And now you might not be able to keep him on the cheap. There might be a couple other teams interested. So, possibility. The rookie contract does give you cap space to use as well. Because, I mean, the reality of the matter is, and I've been talking about this for a couple weeks with Josh McDaniels, is this is his last ride as a head coach in the National Football League if this is a failed ride. So, he needs to attach himself to a quarterback that is going to have some success immediately so that he can extend his career as a head football coach in the National Football League. Because if this comes out and bombs right out of the gate and he just is a complete failure, he's never going to get a shot again. After the Donkeys and then after the unprofessional way he dealt with walking out of the Colts job at the 12th hour, I don't know, man. I don't know. So let me pose you this question, because I see a couple of guys say, nah, start Stidham. You're going to start Stidham in the next game. Are you ready to hand Jarrett Stidham the reins to the franchise after one performance in a loss against the 49ers at home? One home game where he looked good, and you're ready to give him the keys? I haven't seen enough yet. I haven't seen enough. Yeah, he looked good, but he also lost with the ball in his hands. It's one game. I'm not ready to give him the keys to the mansion yet. No, I got to see more. If he comes out and he does that again against the Chiefs, I'd definitely give him a shot to be in the mix maybe next year. Maybe. He's a great backup, and he could be more than a backup. You do realize the Raiders basically had a third-string quarterback in there too, right? You're not that dumb, are you? You didn't drop your foam helmet on the way in. I don't understand comments like that. We're just sitting here having a conversation about football. Did anybody say my opinion or anything I have to say is holds any more water than anything that you guys have to say? Nobody said that. Nobody's ever said that. See, I love guys like that just come in and make comments and like to make assumptions. His pocket presence was excellent against the number one defense. And his willingness to move around in the pocket and go immediately to the run without any second thought or hesitation or reservation about that. And I thought that was big. That was big at a couple of moments in time. What's up, Life in Vegas? What's up? What do you think Carr is saying? He has the best... Yeah, I guess... what else are you going to say? And I don't understand the disrespect angle that DC was disrespected by the Raiders. How is this supposed to happen? There's no nice way for a divorce to happen. There's no nice way to say that we don't think you're the guy going forward and we'd like to bring somebody new in. There's just no nice way to say, after 9 years, we want you to sit down. There's no nice way to say that. He's going to feel slighted and he's going to be upset in any way, shape, or form they did it. I thought they did it very classy. They did nothing but praise the guy in the press conference. They did all behind closed doors. Nobody threw him out there. I don't see it as disrespectful. I just see it as a business move that had to happen. I don't see it as disrespectful. It had to happen. And I don't agree with his best years are coming still. I don't agree with that. I think you've seen Carr ceiling out this year. I think you've seen a rise in his career over 19, 20, 21. But I think you've seen him ceiling out this year. I think you've seen the best you're ever going to see out of Derek Carr. That was probably last season. And that's it. I did see Gannon's comments. I shared that video on all of our social media platforms. I did watch that. And, I think Gannon's right. I mean, yeah, he's probably better than some of the quarterbacks out there, but how much better is he? Is he like so much better he's going to elevate your team to a Super Bowl contender? I don't know. I don't know. We've been talking about it with him as a Raider for years. So we'll see. Good luck to Carr. I mean, that as far as I'm concerned, that ship's sailing, man. And I'm looking on to the future. He's not a Raider quarterback anymore. So good luck to him. In another month, he won't be a Raider quarterback anymore. And he's not going to throw another ball for the Raiders. He's not taking another snap. It ain't going to happen. It's done. It's a fractured, broken relationship, and it's over. So I mean, talking about him, honestly, what's the point anymore? The team needs to build a defense, and until then, we ain't beating nobody. Well, I got to agree with you there. The defense was playing better down the stretch until they hear these last couple of games where, it was completely over now and you started shelving guys to injured reserve. But the defense was playing better down the stretch, and I think that's part of the reason that the news got so tight on DC was that the defense was starting to now actually play okay and teams were scoring less than 20 points against them, and then now your offense couldn't score. So you were starting to get the defense to hold down, and then... Did you realize that when you hit download on these, all of those stupid comments that I'm just letting roll by and not paying any attention to, they don't go with the video, bro. They just disappear. So you keep typing that. You're the clown, brother. You're the clown. You're wasting your time. See, I don't understand that. If this was a video and I'm scrolling through and I see somebody talking about the Chiefs or the Donkeys or the Sparklers or any other NFL team, I'm not even stopping. I wouldn't give you half a second of my time. So when I see other fans of other teams pop in our live streams when we're talking about Raider football, I'm just like, is your time not more valuable than that? Like, seriously. That's pathetic. It's really pathetic. But, whatever. To each their own. We're over here talking about Raiders, and you're just wasting your own time. That's what I'm saying. Carr just cannot create more plays. Stidham is mobile. I like him. I agree with you. Youth is a big benefit. That is a huge commodity in professional sports is youth, man. You got a very small window where you can play with reckless abandon and do the type of things that Jarrett Stidham was doing, where you as a quarterback can try to put a shimmy shake on a guy, and do things like that. Most quarterbacks you don't get a chance to do that too many times. Derek's a little long in the tooth. He's been injured. The broken leg thing, I think, kind of slowed him down a little bit. But and here's the thing. I seen somebody make a comment about the O-line. With this O-line, you need what have you. The O-line is ranked number 11th right now in the National Football League. The O-line that everybody says is so shit has been blocking for the league's leading running back. I mean, that takes an offensive line to help complete that feat. I mean, they've had some issues, but as the course of the season's gone on, the offensive line is not your biggest concern on this team. It's not. The offensive line wasn't dropping passes. I mean, if you go look, pressure-wise, they're right with everybody else. They're not like they're the worst in the league at anything. Derek Carr did not get hit this year as much as some other quarterbacks that are going to the postseason. I think the offensive line is just a cheap excuse that people use because I don't think this offensive line is that bad. They had some issues at the beginning of the year. I'll grant that, and I think that is kind of the memory that's stuck in a lot of people's head. But, I mean, it's just not the case. I don't think they're that bad. He does hold on to the ball too long. I hold on to the ball too long, and he doesn't make dynamic plays with his legs. He just doesn't. That's what I'm saying, man. Jacob's numbers show that the offensive line's pretty good. Our secondary is horrible. I agree with you. The defense is the thing that needs fixed on this team, man. I mean, I don't even know how many you would keep. You've got so many free agents on both sides of the ball. And defensively, I mean, you just need to scrap the cornerbacks and start over. Rocky Sin's a free agent at the end of the year. He could let him go. Maybe consider keeping Teron Harmon. Hobbs you keep. Moehrig, I'm a little iffy about Moehrig. That's about it in the secondary. That's damn near about it in the secondary. Denzel Perryman, I would if he could stay healthy. Denzel Perryman's a beast. If he can stay healthy. Divine Diablo. Divine Diablo was a little bit of a liability in pass coverage, but he was leading the team in tackles. And then I don't know if you bring Chandler Jones back, man. I don't know if you bring Jones back. Obviously, you got Mad Max Crosby. You got a couple guys who are a little iffy on the defensive line, but nobody's solid. I mean, this defense is like a handful of guys you could keep, and you could pretty much retool the whole thing. So, yeah. We'll see. The defense it's been such a problem, though. It's been such a problem. And, that's why I wonder if they go veteran quarterback, try to address defense in the draft. But I still think you could address defense in the draft even if you go first-round quarterback. I still think that's possible because you could go defensive the rest of the draft. Possibly with Jones, possibly. Adams isn't leaving. Whoever said that, you're uneducated, man. Adams has even come and said out he wants to be involved in the quarterback conversation for next season. He's a professional. He's over that. Anybody that thought a bromance... Dude, we're talking Raiders here. I'm glad you're here wanting to hug nuts, man. You're hugging them nuts so tight. How do they taste, bro? Like I say when we start these live streams, I'm talking Raiders. Raider related. I'm taking silver and black comments. The rest of you clowns, You're just wasting your time. And when I hit end, your comments all fall off. So it's all right. If you want to hang out in the comments and keep hugging nuts, hug them tight and keep them warm. Anybody but Mac Jones. Mac Jones is not the type of guy that this team's going to bring in. Adams doesn't want to rebuild. This isn't a rebuild. This isn't a rebuild on offense. I'm telling you, they're going to retain Jacobs. They're most likely probably going to retain Waller. Adams is coming back, and you're going to plug in a new quarterback. I don't see that as a rebuild. I don't see that as a rebuild. I think you're looking at it from a different perspective. If you're going to bring in an MVP caliber quarterback, Devontae Adams will be fine with being paired with that. If you're going to try to bring in a young gun, rookie stud quarterback out of the draft that's going to be your new franchise quarterback, I think he would be all right with that as well. Okay, sorry, I was taking that the wrong way, brother. But I think he would be all right with that as well. I don't think Adams goes nowhere. I don't think he's going anywhere. And I think with what he said over the past couple of days should reinforce that. Niners got lucky as hell, man. That's the only thing I'm going to say to your dumb ass. Niners got so lucky. Y'all was walking out of there with your heads down. Freaking, you didn't even want to say nothing. Real quiet walking out because you're like, damn. Yeah. Trying to talk about Super Bowl. You barely even beat a team that's sitting at 6-10 right now with a fucking scrub quarterback in there that's getting his first NFL start ever. So, yeah, whatever, pal. You guys ain't going nowhere. Should we keep Mac Hollins? He is a free agent. I think Mac. I think so. I think Max looked okay at times. He was carrying the torch there when Renfrow was down. I'd say yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing another season out of Mac. I wouldn't. See that I still think you could draft a quarterback and draft defense. I think so. But. All right. I appreciate you all jumping on here with us, hitting about my time limit that I usually spend on here. Otherwise, it's a bitch to download these things off of TikTok. I appreciate you guys jumping on. I will be back on here after the game on Saturday. I do my official post-game reaction on Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook and Raider Reaction on YouTube. Do my official podcast the second the final whistle blows, and then I will jump over here after that podcast is done to join all of you on TikTok so we can talk about the Raiders' final game of the 2022 season. I appreciate all you guys stopping in, chatting with me. We are going to keep doing these TikTok Thursdays all the way through the freaking postseason and the off season. There'll still be football going on. I still got an opinion. I don't care that my team's dead. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean my mouth's going to close and my opinion changes at all. I still feel the way I feel about what's going on in the National Football League. And we'll sit down and talk about it and cut it up. And we'll talk about everything that's going on Raider-wise throughout the off season because there will be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot to talk about this offseason. My podcast, The Raider Nation Report, airs every Tuesday night live at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. Airs live on Raider Reaction Sports and Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook, Raider Reaction on YouTube. So make sure you check that out. That will continue to air all the way through the offseason because there's a lot to talk about, even in the offseason. It's the NFL is a 52-week a year thing, man. It really is. With the draft, with the off-season moves, with training camp, with OTAs, it's really a 12-month thing. It really is. So thank y'all for joining me, man. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.